Hexing Mini Grid is powering rural areas with clean energy. Among the world total population of 7.3 billion, there are still 1.1 billion live without electricity. 84% of this population lives in the remote dispersed area and out of electricity reach. Many countries in the region are well on track to reach universal energy access by 2030. Solar mini grid is expected to be the leading solution for rural electrification because it's clean, fast, and affordable solution. Main grid extension and remote area connection are usually required a generation plant and long-distance transmission lines, and it takes years to finish construction, while only it will take 3 months for mini grid to commence operation, and it will cost more than 10 times of mini grid investment. Why mini grid has not been widely deployed across the world is because of high management cost, limited power supply, and difficulty in revenue collection. The high management cost is caused by dispersed villages. Usually remote villages require high operation cost compared with the central generation. Once there is an interruption, workforces need to act fast to recover the power supply. It usually takes 2 to 3 days on the road and causes high labor cost as well as transportation cost. Limited power supply. During continuous rainy days, energy stored will consume and cause holistic outages. The difficulties in revenue collection. The remote villages are usually located with poor traffic and communication. Some villagers have to wait for days or even weeks to charge because there is no vending site nearby. The conciliation and auditing will be very difficult. This will cause data missing, data error, and even data faking issues. Hexing Mini Grid Solution enable end-to-end integration to achieve 100% electrification for residential and reduce energy cost by more than 50% for productive use. The key value proposition of Hexing Mini Grid Solution is maintenance-free, scalability, and revenue insurance. How does Hexing Solution realize maintenance-free? In the typical scenario, power is generated and distributed to end users and measured by the meters. In Hexing Solution ECG, the Edge Computing Gateway is installed at the feed-in point of the LV network. Edge Computing enables interaction between ECG generation equipments and the meters and speed up the data processing on premises. From the cloud, unique applications are remotely downloaded to ECG to realize localized control and management of the field devices. These applications are configured with a robust strategy to enable mini grid free of maintenance in different scenarios. Scenario number 1. When energy shortage happens, sensors in battery and hybrid inverter will automatically send messages to ACG, and ACG will send command to meters and perform load management. For example, triggering the relay in the meter and cut off some heavy loads to ensure continuous power supply. Scenario number 2. Overcurrent. Heavy load like pump usually induces overcurrent of hybrid inverter and introduces outages. Under edge computing mode, inverter will recover automatically and fast to preserve non-interrupted power supply. Then ACG will perform data processing and cut the relay to avoid the start of pump again. Scenario number 3. In case of black start, ACG will manage and start the load in sequence and ensure that inverter can overcome the overloading and recover the system successfully. Scalability. As population grows, more connection will emerge, so scalability is enabled to meet demand evolution. This helps investors maximize the utilization of today's investment and also meet the demand of tomorrow. Revenue insurance. How to realize revenue insurance? Hexing Solution gives the answer, which is to minimize line losses and maximize revenue collection. ACG operates as the aggregate meter and measures the total electricity generated from the plant. The line losses is calculated by the difference between the ACG and the summation of end meters. ACG will automatically track the line losses and detect suspicious tamper events in real-time status. Thus, operators can take further action to prevent tamper activities and protect the revenue. Revenue collection. In Hexing solution, one-side vending service is enabled even for villages without signals. One agent is contracted to manage the localized vending point of sale and take a percentage of commissions, while the central station record and manage the overall transaction and make it convenient to perform reconciliation and auditing. Hexing vending solution is easy to deploy even for remote areas. The transaction is traceable and auditable for performance evaluation. Hexing Mini Grid is dedicated to empowering sustainable development of rural area and facilitate universal electricity access for the world population.